Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited because we're going to play with some new and very interesting things, mostly at the drugstore and mostly really affordable. And I'm also going to be answering some of your assumptions in this video as well. So there's a lot going on. So Wet n Wild came out with some really cool, interesting products recently. So I picked up a couple. The first one is the Personal Best Exfoliating Facial Cleansing Balls. Looks like there's about a dozen balls in here. That does mean it's like just a dozen cleanses, but of course it's really affordable because it's Wet n Wild. So it says to activate with water and they cleanse and exfoliate. So this is my little cleansing ball that I have selected. I have my Evian water, not because I'm trying to be bougie, but because it's convenient and I can actually show you guys what's going on. I'm going to try to activate it in my hand. It says to like rub hands together. Uh-oh, I've cracked our ball open already. I thought I was prepared. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's starting to kind of break down a little bit. I don't really feel anything that's really exfoliating. This is what it looks like on my hand here. It doesn't feel like a scrub or anything. It kind of feels like the consistency of like rice enzyme powder. So next I have the Wet n Wild Pump Tone Up Brightening Glitter Mask. It kind of reminds me of the Glam Glow one. It's got little stars in it. I'm going to try to show you without spilling it everywhere. I'm going to dip in with a flat foundation brush. Look how cute! I'm going to read a couple of the assumptions you guys gave me while I'm spreading this mask on. I assumed that you and I would be besties if we met. Girl, probably. You know how it is. If you love watching my videos, then it's literally the same thing. Like, I'm just as goofy in person, and I try to give you guys as much as like the real me as possible because, you know, I'm just doing my thing over here. You're a Harry Potter nerd. Girl, you know I am. If you guys didn't see it, I'll link below the Sorting House Picks My Makeup. I thought it was really funny. While I have this mask on and I have some time to kill, I have 6 lip products. I got 3 colors of the NYX Candy Sticks Glowy Lip Color. First off, they are super adorable. I got 3 shades to play with, so let's put these on really quick. I was expecting more of a gloss. I actually wouldn't have picked up such a light color if I'd realized, but I wasn't paying attention. That's totally my fault. I don't like really light nudes like this on me personally. They're just too matchy with my skin. But I would like to try this with a darker lip liner. The next one's called Cream Bee. Oh, that one comes off kind of light too. It's actually making my lips feel kind of tingly. Or I don't know if it's the white or this. That one's definitely better. I don't think that these are going to be like my all-time favorite thing because it's like in between a gloss and a liquid lip. We've got one more. This is the shade Watermelon Taffy. That one could be fun for like a summery look. Overall though, they're kind of just a little bit streaky. I don't want to judge it too hard though because I might like it using it a different way. So I kind of sheared it out a little bit and dabbed it with my finger, and that's pretty. But I don't know if my lips are getting stained or if I'm having a reaction. So I'm going to take these off because my lips are turning like pink around the edges. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm a little... It almost feels like I used a lip plumper, but these don't say anything about plumping. They feel okay now. They feel a little plump. I don't know. So I will come back in a moment and we'll peel this guy off and see what happens. All right, I think we can give it a go. So I realized that I could have been... I could have been doing my eye makeup, but I was like, no, I have to take this off first.
Oh dear. Mask should not be this painful.
This is like a brightening mask. This is not like a, you know, peel your pores off.
Oh, my face could be on the Bolton sigil.
Oh, God, only if you watch Game of Thrones are you going to get that reference, but it's true.
I'm sorry, face mask should not be this fucking painful.
So I actually forgot to use this, but it's going to come in handy. This is one of the weirdest things I've seen in a while for skincare. That's what it looks like. It comes from Sephora. It says this is a facial cleansing and exfoliating tool. I just want it to help me get this damn mask off. Okay, that's interesting. I'm sorry, I usually love Wet n Wild, but this mask is just too painful. But this actually feels better than I expected. I thought it would feel like really silly, like you were just rubbing I mean, I think we all know what this looks like, but I thought it was gonna be a little more stupid feeling, and this was like $8, I think. But I think if you're cleansing and you want like a little extra exfoliation in the nose or chin somewhere, I think this could actually come in handy. Surprised on both accounts. I really thought that I was going to like this, but it's just too painful for me. I just don't think it should be that painful, especially for a brightening mask. This isn't even like a pore mask that would like suck out your pores. This is just like ripping your skin apart. Unfortunately, this is a no for me, and I usually love Wet n Wild, so no bashing here. I'm just like, maybe not. And then surprised that this is not as stupid as it looks. So you can use this to kind of like exfoliate, get in there, but it would be helpful if you have like, not with this mask, but if you have a rinse off mask that can get a little bit like tough to get off, you could like massage it to help get it off too. There you go. There's a little Sephora collection thing. So let's get to the makeup portion of this video. I feel like the skincare portion has been a mini roller coaster. I have another Wet n Wild product. So this is the Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water Prep Set and Refresh. The packaging is really cute. I love the little coconut there. I'm going to use this as my priming and setting step, and I'm not going to use any other primer. We're just going to see how it goes. Take it away. That smells so good, and it's got a really good mist on it too. So Wet n Wild just redeeming itself right before our eyes. So I do have a new foundation that I picked up at CVS. This is the JOA Truly Yours Natural Finish Drop Foundation. So if you're not familiar, this is a brand you can pick up at drugstores, and this is inspired by K-Beauty, but it's not a Korean brand. It's actually part of the Kiss company. I have one other product by JOA. This is the Infinite Kiss Satin Liquid Lipstick. So it looks really pretty. So I've got my Stands Out Beauty Sponge. This is my little memory foam guy. I'm going to use that sponge, and I'm going to kind of drop this on my face. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's very liquidy.
Please don't make a mess.
So this is supposed to give more of a natural finish. I just don't want this to drip everywhere, so I'm going to start blending. Ooh, I got scared there for a moment with that color, but it looks like, yeah, it's matching my neck. So of course my face is so red right now, it's like inflamed, that the foundation looks crazy next to it. The sponge blends out so effortlessly. That actually looks kind of pretty. I know it looks light. I would probably need a shade darker soon. So I'm assuming this is supposed to be a pretty natural looking foundation. It says natural finish, but I also think it's not supposed to give like an insane amount of coverage. So it's looking really good. I'm seeing some of my redness peeking through, but what are you gonna do? My skin is red right now, and if I hadn't just done that mask, it probably wouldn't look half bad. So I'm just gonna add a little bit. I always go over my foundation in the cheek area. That's where I have, you know, more of my discolorations and things. So I just dropped a little bit more. I might have been able to do a darker shade, but it's really blending into my neck. Like, that's the problem that I have, is like I really am pretty darn fair. It just looks kind of crazy against my red skin. So far so good. It's looking decent. I'm liking it so far. So I don't have a new concealer or powder, so I'm going to do that off camera really quick, and then we will dive into some more products. So the foundation's looking pretty good. As you can tell, it's matching my neck pretty well. I still look pretty washed out. So the next thing I'm going to go into is some bronzer, which I'm excited about. It's another Wet n Wild product too. So this is their Color Icon bronzer in Palm Beach Ready. So I opted for one that was a bit more on the shimmery side. The matte one that I found looked just a little too orange for me. This is like my favorite brush to bronze with, especially if I'm doing like an all over glowy look. Like right now I need a lot of color. This is the Real Techniques Kabuki from their Brush Crush line. You can see it's been well loved. So I'm gonna dive in. I go very bronzy here, so I feel like I can blend it if it turns out looking super dark at first. Whoa, that's like metallic. This looks like a highlighter. Oh my god. It looks like it's very shimmery throughout too. This does not look like an overlay or something. Okay. Manners. That's so shimmery. Wow. Okay, well, we're doing it already, so. Look at how shiny. I can't get over that. Like, it's so much. Yeah, this is just bad. So I grabbed my Marc Jacobs bronzer and my Sephora Collection Micro Smooth. So I'm gonna actually use my Stands Out Beauty Sponge, pick up some of this powder. I'm gonna go in here. I still need some color, so we're just gonna make this work for a moment. So if you want a very intensely metallic looking bronze, definitely pick that one up. I do feel like using this one maybe on the body would be a good idea. Like that could be really pretty for summertime. We managed to save that, so let's go on to the next product, which I'm really excited about. This is the L'Oreal Unbelievable Brow. It says it's a long wear brow gel, but it's meant to like really fill in the brows, not like just to brush through. When I went to Target for this, they had one and it was this color. So it's light brunette. I hope that that would be right. I probably would have picked that even if they had every shade. So I'm hopeful. They give you this, and then it also comes with this little brush, which is nice that they include that. It's got a little angle and a spoolie. So I'm going to try to use this for most of my brow. And then I'm going to grab my trusty little, I think it's E35. This is tiny little brush that I use for my hair strokes. So it comes on like a doe foot. And I guess the intention is to like use your little angle and then go in. I'm just gonna coat the brush a little bit. I guess I just don't know how I feel about the packaging. Having to take that out and constantly do that's a little bit much. So I'm coating the brush better this time, so hopefully that will help with that. The color's great. It's looking actually really, really good. I am now taking out the wand for the third time. Next time I'll probably like maybe wipe it on a palette, you know, like a little clean mixing palette, and try it that way. It says it's waterproof, no smudging, no transfer, and sweat resistant. Okay. 2-minute application. I don't know. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so I don't know if I could do it in 2. Okay, so I'm now going to take my little E35 and load my brush up a little bit. So this just has like the nicest little precision for hair strokes. A little too much product. That was pretty quick. I want to dab one more time, just a little bit, because I've got like a little spot where it's like suddenly gets darker and then like a little gap. So I'm going to try to fill that in a bit. I'm having a little trouble filling in this hole, like it picked up what I had put there already. Look at this like hole. What the heck? Kind of got it. It's not perfect. Like I'm too much of a perfectionist with this, obviously, but it's looking pretty good. And my brows are staying in place, so it's got like some holding power too. So I'm gonna do the other brow off camera. Okay, here we are. So I actually really, really love this Unbelievable Brow. The only like nitpicky thing is you kind of want to do that section that you're doing and then move on, because once it dries down and you try to lay something down, it kind of picks it up and moves it. That's really annoying, especially when you're a perfectionist. So I had to do a little cleanup, but I think once you get like the hang of the application, it would be really nice. It looks great. I love the color, the consistency, the way that it's kind of holding my brows down. I don't have to use another product. Yeah, I'm really excited. I think next time I'm just going to use a palette and like put the actual product onto the palette and see how that goes. I want to try the Joa Infinite Kiss. This is the shade Bizu. It says this is a satin liquid lipstick. Whoa! Looks a little different. I'm guessing this is a formula that won't dry down completely. We're gonna see. Ooh. I don't like the wand is so small, but it is a cute little packaging. This formula feels so nice on the lips. It is kind of drying down, but just it's staying like that little bit of comfortable, satiny, not quite dry. Oh, it's cute. I would definitely pick up more colors in this. It's a little deceiving, like it's brighter. Hopefully you guys can see it's like pink. It's like pink, pink, pink. I also have a new blush. This is from Milani. It's one of their powder blushes. and this is Blossom Time Rose. I absolutely love these. I use them all the time, and the ones I've had them for so long. Even like the rose is still pretty much intact, but I feel like the oils and stuff have kind of like packed down the powder over time, so I need to replace them. But this is Blossom Time Rose. I think it's so pretty. I'm gonna use this airbrush blush brush from Sephora collection number 54. Is the Pro Brush. This one's got a little bit of luminosity to it, which good God knows we're continuing that trend. It's pretty. You guys know I don't go too heavy with blush, so I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but it's a really pretty color. I'm actually building this one up a little bit because it's so pretty. This is the Creme de la Creme from ColourPop because I don't have another new one. So I'm going to take Goody Two Shoe. Oh wow, that's really pink. Okay. I changed to this shade right up here really quickly because that one was really pink. I feel like my texture is a little accentuated just using that spray primer versus another primer that might have filled in a little bit more. So I would probably use that spray and then go in with a smoothing primer where I have texture. I'm going to quickly do just a little soft contour on the nose with my bronzer and an eyeshadow brush. The next thing I have is by that brand Folklore again. This is the Endless Possibilities palette. These are really affordable. I'll put the price on the screen. It was either like 10 or 20. It was really affordable. I did prep my lids with just a bit of concealer and setting powder, but I am going to take the shade Latte right up top and just coat the lid, especially the upper lid. I'm going to take Cherry Pop. It's super bright, and I'm going to go into the crease with this and hope it looks really bright. So I'm hoping for some pigment. Definitely making a little bit of a mess. If it's pigmented like this, I don't really mind. Grabbing a clean brush just to blend out those edges. This is the Morphe E21. I feel like I lost just a little bit of the color there when I went to blend. It just kind of went phew. But as you can see, a lot of the pigment is still there, still going strong. So I'm just going to add a bit and blend more. I'm going to move to the Sephora Featherweight Crease Brush. I want to dip into something a bit darker. I think I'm going to use Plum Baby, which is right here, right up under Cherry Pop that I just used. I'm going to take this little angled sleek brush and I want to go into something a bit darker. I don't want to go full black, so I think I'm going to take this shade. It's called Burgundy. So it's like a deep purpley gray. I am going to go in with that and work a little bit into the crease and outer corner. I don't know if it's the brush or this shade. It's just not blending that nicely. We're going to try Glam right here. I'm going to see how it looks on the finger first. It's not really doing a whole lot. I use a little Evian and wet my brush, and we're going to try it that way. Wet with the finger is the combination that's given me the best result, as you can see. Hopefully you can see. I'm just going to reach for that burgundy one more time and just kind of lightly go over that. I think it's actually really pretty. It's turning out really cute. So I'm going to take turquoise, which is super bright down here. I just want to see what's going to happen. I'm using Morphe E36. Alright, so I went ahead and added a bit of liner, but overall I actually think this turned out pretty cute. The metallics are a bit underwhelming, but the overall finished look is really cute. I'm happy with it. I also did get this sent to me, so of course I'll link it down below, but it's the 30 pan eyeshadow palette Endless Possibilities collection number C30, and this is cruelty free too. So I got a little package from CoverGirl as well, and they sent their little mascara. So this had their new Exhibitionist mascara and the waterproof version as well. I'm going to be trying just the original formula today. It's got like the little hourglass brush, like Better Than Sex. I actually really like this style of brush too. Oh wow. I also just totally stopped answering your assumptions because I suck. Daciano, I think is how you pronounce that. Sorry if it's wrong. I assume that you are sweet and caring, but also don't take any crap from people. That's really true. I have more love for people than I know how to express. Like, truly, I'm really bad at expressing it. But I'm also really quick to anger too. So, you know, if you like screw me over, I'm gonna be a little pissed about it. I assume you will be married and have 3 gorgeous children someday. Whew. Probably not. 3 kids? I'm actually like thinking, do I want kids? Like, that's in my mind. I assume you prefer white wine to red. Absolutely, you know I do. I assume you like seafood. I don't. I do like sushi. Tiny little fried shrimp and sushi is about it. I assume your favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip. No, wait, Rocky Road. Definitely not mint chocolate chip. I actually hate mint food and drinks. I don't like, what's the drink that has lime and mint in it? Oh my god. You know what I'm talking about. I hate that drink. I hate food that's minty, sweets that's minty. It's just not my thing. But Rocky Road is one of my absolute favorites. I assume you're a very nice and sweet person. I assume you enjoy doing creative makeup looks for work. I do enjoy doing creative makeup looks. I can be nice and sweet. I can also be a bitch, just depending on how I'm treated. I assume you love your fur babies as if they're your children. Absolutely. I assume you own over 20 blankets that were purchased from TJ Maxx. Probably. I assume you have a sarcastic sense of humor and that you want a bunch of kids. Oh my god. So Allison, you were so right and so wrong at the same time. I'm definitely very sarcastic, and yeah. Look at this mascara. Definitely go try this Exhibitionist mascara. You can get it at like Walmart. It's affordable. It's by CoverGirl. They're cruelty free. Go pick it up. I do have 2 matte liquid lipsticks from Folklore. They're both matte liquids, and I did swatch the colors for you so that you can see them. So the colors are Old Rose and Wine. Sierra says, I assume you don't like dogs. Not true. I actually would love to get multiple dogs. I just want a bigger yard before I subject them to that, because I would be gone a lot. I assume your makeup collection is massive. Samantha, you are right, and I need to get it under control. Allie says, I assume you don't want kids. That's probably the closer answer, but I don't know. I need to make up my mind. I assume I can make coffee shoot out of your nose quite easily. Z, you are probably 100% right. You are always making me laugh with your comments. I assume you know that I'm home from hospital and that Ewick is no more. Oh my god. That's so amazing. I actually purposefully didn't read these comments so they would be kind of like fresh, and so congratulations. That's amazing. I assume you want all the cats. You have never been more correct. This lip is looking gorgeous. Look at that. It's so smooth looking. Overall, if this has been kind of a polarizing video, I would highly recommend the Coconut Prime and Setting Spray. Definitely the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Mascara. I think this looks amazing. The Unbeliever Brow from L'Oreal. And I actually really like this palette because it looks gorgeous, I think. And then both of the Faux Solar liquid lipsticks, because these feel so nice. They aren't drying down hard. They feel very light, a little tiny bit moussey, but not too much. I also really like the JOA liquid lips too. Of course, I love my Milani blush. That's never gonna change. I love those. The Wet n Wild cleansing balls were good. The mask was a big no, and the bronzer just so shiny. So yeah, it was kind of all over the place. I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do give me a thumbs up if you do enjoy these videos, and of course be sure to subscribe before you go, and I will see you very soon in my next video. So I totally forgot to film our dad joke of the day for this video, so here I am. It's time for dad jokes. I'm reading a book on the history of glue. Can't put it down. All right guys, I love you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.